means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But
Feel
feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
It's finally Windbloom, and here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired, no big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over? So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine. Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on D-Luke, right?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
I'm flattered, Miss Donna. Although, I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
I intend to, my dear. But first, a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master Diluc was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So you knew about that? Well, Master Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love. But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand. And I'm flattered I was able to bring back the butterflies. But I do need to see to some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveler, Paimon, how have you been? The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes. Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters.
Should I turn my attention to Captain Kaya? Oh, but it's not like Master Diluc did anything wrong.
Oh, Beatrice. What's going on with her?
Don't worry. I'll find a way and work things out.
I'd be grateful if you could keep an eye on things during the festival. It's festival season again. I wonder what this year's Windbloom is going to be.
I know. I can't wait to find out.
Ah, Kaya. You found them.
Yep. I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Whoa, headquarters are packed. What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Allow me. You have Note, Captain of the Second Company, Skyron, Captain of the Third Company, Eula, Captain of the Fourth Company, and me, of course, Captain of the Ninth Company.
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Jean! A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine! Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help? Right! He's the captain of the investigation team! But we didn't see him out there! Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Jean, it's time.
Oh, that's a new face! Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
Yes.
Ready to proceed. Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Murder?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Well, I was out late that night on business, and when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body! Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
If the crime did occur as you described, Then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single men's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie. The defendant raises an important point: motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone, which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
Please tell the court what you saw.
At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. Diluc was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll.
Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's all.
Master Diluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet, the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
And this is?
What looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now, it does beg the question. If the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that.
Careful now, Master Diluc. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
A logical assessment. But we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning, with Mr. Albedo present.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time? Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep. I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court. I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings. Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true!
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare! Dahlia! Oh, when did you get here? Who is he?
Traveler, Paimon! I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right? That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your minds, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Well, I knew from the moment Rhine-daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other, a very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts, Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold!
A bomb!
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days.
Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
Indeed. Your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados? Serious? Ah, you give him too much credit.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the animal archon.
Is that so? Oh, I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. You should pray to him and find out.
Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
Oh, you know what? Forget about Barbados, Dahlia. Treat me to a drink instead. You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
A dear friend like you? Never.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
Hey, Jean!
Like Jean said, after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal. And I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. But I need you two to start investigating the case. Yes, it's also time for you to get involved.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
All right. I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya. Alright, let's see what we can find. Human transmutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that? Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that. Nope, no idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work. Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them. Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk! The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be? Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found. answer!
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.